You know what time it is, just like Mr. Rogers when he would put on his cardigan. It meant it was time to do the show, and I am going to say it is time to bake. And I've got my apron on. Happiest of St. Patty's. What are y'all doing to celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I think as a young person, college, we just went crazy at Carlos O'Brien's. And now, not so much. Let me tell you what's on today's agenda. I feel like in 2024, I focused hard on getting confident with bread making. And have you heard of soda bread? Got a big bowl. Let me get you pointed TikTok directly at the bowl. Got measuring cups, measuring spoons. We're going to address the elephant in the room. And we need an egg. We need an egg. And we need to talk about this. But first, your St. Patty's Day soda bread could be as simple as 4 ingredients. That's flour, salt, soda, and buttermilk. Now, before we even get started, I don't keep buttermilk, but I keep buttermilk powder. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to put a quick cup together. Though, and instruction-wise, now this is super versatile. You could use this for just about anything. And as you know, I've been on the old sourdough journey, and we need 1 3/4 cup. Oh, I need the bigger cup. Hold on. 1 3/4 cups buttermilk. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to, just about here on my cup. Now, the oven is preheating at, the recipe says 400 degrees, but I personally have a hot oven. So mine's at 350, and I'm going to make this buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk at home, it's okay. If you have regular milk, you can put a tablespoon of vinegar into your cup of milk. Well, actually, let me get the measurements right for you. To make buttermilk, you need 2 tablespoons of vinegar or lemon juice, and you put it into a cup of milk. Let it stand for 10 minutes and then give it a good stir. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I am using buttermilk powder. I've got this right here. So here we go. I am going to put, I think it's 2 tablespoons. Now, yes, we could use sourdough. I'm a little extra. Sourdough starter in this, but I wanted, when I was making the intro, I said, oh, look at all the, hi, let me hit these TikTokers. Hi, everybody. Lady D, are you in here somewhere? Hi, YouTubes. How are you guys? Let's get this stirred up. Actually, let me do a little bit more. We're telling 5 stories and getting nothing told, huh? The big takeaway is Irish soda bread can be as basic as 4 ingredients: flour, salt, soda, the baking soda right here, and buttermilk. And if you don't have buttermilk, you can make it so easy using vinegar and regular milk. I happen to keep buttermilk powder in my pantry because I never have buttermilk, and I don't really use milk, dairy. Husky puppies, happy Saturday. Husky, you're here on TikTok, but I got the YouTube on too. All right, so we're gonna let this set just a moment. I will give you a St. Patty's toast From my favorite Bev to yours. Clink, clink. Have a sip. To health. Okay, so let's get started on this. This is so easy. And here's where it's funny that I forgot to put an egg in this dough. So I never made the cookies and I've been so busy. Husky, yes, YouTube. I am going to change it on your channel too. Husky, when I was at the HumanX AI event in Las Vegas, they had a pro headshot photographer. And so, yes, I got a new headshot and here we go. All right, so here's the recipe. Let's get started. We are making our Irish soda bread. Rob! Hi, Rob. Nice to see you on the TikToks. You know, we're over here on the YouTubes too. We need 4 ingredients, 4 cups flour, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 3/4 cup buttermilk. And they do ask, there's 2 optional things. You can add an egg or you can add sugar if you want. So here we go. Ready, set. And I'd love to see in the comments, Rob, thank you so much. I want to know in the comments, what are you doing for St. Patty's Day? Okay, so level tablespoon of baking soda. Got to kind of mush it up. Note, the oven is preheating. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. And the Dutch oven is in there heating up now. We need 2 teaspoons salt, which technically is 1 tablespoon. So let's go there. I am not going to use any sourdough starter in this. Rob, we're not going to color it green. Oh, look, I got a schmutz. That's the baking soda. Now, 4 cups flour seems a little excessive, but here we go. Oh, and you guys, I just store my sugar in this reusable olive jar. But Irish soda breads ask for raisins or currants. Wendy, thank you for asking. I would have to ask Grok or ChatGPT to find out measurements for altitude. And I don't know how to run it, how to ask it while I'm on it. Welcome to my world. Okay, it does say you can, this is probably just going to be a loaf that goes to grandma. It says put in a tablespoon of sugar, which is optional, but I know this is primarily for grandma, so in goes the sugar. Now let's get 4 cups of flour. I happen to have the giant tub right here, and I want to preface our conversation here with a pin. Boop. And that is, you guys, why I'm late. Because I'm waiting. I was having conversations this morning, meow, meow, meow. And the last I heard was, oh, sounds great. It's perfect. We'll call you back. I'm going to go downstairs and get flour. And the buggy eyeballs, that was, so we all have a different idea of time. That was 3 hours ago. And we'll call you right back. Well, are you, it's been 3. So if a call comes through in the middle of our live, that's why I'm late, because I kept thinking, oh, any minute, they're going to call any minute. We need 4 cups of flour. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cuatro. Okay, you guys, we're gonna do the egg and the butter. I just want to tell you the recipe one more time. The most basic is 4 cups flour, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 3/4 buttermilk. And then like the zhuzh it up fancy gourmet kind of soda bread said add 1 egg and a tablespoon of melted butter. Husky, I appreciate those shares. So you guys on YouTube, I will, when we're done, I will post a little card on the community page. Does anybody raise your hands if anybody ever looks at the YouTube community page? I'm going to put this into my wets. And like Patsy Cline said to Loretta Lynn about how to do your makeup, first you do the dries, then you do the wets. First you do the wets, then you do the dries, whatever. Let's get it stirred up. And we are going to put it right into here. I'm mixing all of my dry ingredients together. You can use regular all-purpose flour. You can use specialty bread flour. The thing is simplicity. Irish soda bread is all simplicity. So here we go. Now I have to give a shout out, YouTube, Rob PBR over on TikTok. High five, my friend. I saw the podcast Doodah, you and Sean, everybody, Sean Pereira over on the TikToks. That is the coolest thing you guys were doing. And it's looking like it's a go. You guys are doing the podcast. Are you reviewing all Marvel movies? What's going on? What's going on, friends? Marvel recap. Recap. Yeah, I get it. I love it. Now, are you starting at the very beginning? I double dog dare you to sing the next line. I'll wait. Let me stir while I wait for you. I'll say the lead in one more time. Oh, you're starting from Iron Man. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I saw it on Sean's story. Well, now you're like in it. You're producing and directing it. I have one long hair. I just did my hair. Oh, this is gross. I have one from the back. Look at, I bet this scrunchie makes you want to smell Christian Dior's Poison. Put on some electric blue mascara. Okay, look at our dough, how it's becoming shaggy. And then we're going to switch to hands in just a moment. If you're thinking you never put that tablespoon of melted butter, I know. Let's get some. Okay, and I didn't see, what did you guys have planned for your St. Patty's Day? You gotta tap, tap, tap. That's right. If you ain't napping, you be tapping. Tapping is clapping. And now you and Joey. Oh, I love it. YouTube, what's happening is over on TikTok, some friends are doing, just launching new shows and podcasts. And here we go, guys. Let's just go bloop. Bloop. We're blooping. And if I feel or sound in a crunchy mood, deep breath and forgive me. Somebody have a Guinness beer for me. I love Guinness and I don't have any. And I live in a rural area. So it's not like I'm going to go, 34 miles of town to get a Guinness. I should have thought of that sooner. Anywho, I'm just in a crunchy mood because I'm waiting. And Jack. Oh, I just saw the other one. Rob, thank you for asking. Colonel Jack O'Neill has begun leash training. And Grandma's doing good. She's waiting for me to hurry up and get this bread done. So let me recap for you real quick. And I want to wash hands because we're going to take it to the counter. Let's do some zhushing here. So I personally, other than making... Let's clean the counter. We're going to flour that. Speaking of Jack O'Neill, he's not supposed to be on the counter, but let me tell you, I see him up here. It's the waiting. How do you have calm, cool, collected, quiet, peaceful waiting? I don't know how you do it, but I'm pretty crunchy. Okay? I got a clean work surface. I've got Huskies, let me give you a big hug, Husky. Come here. There's my armpit. Oh, okay. Big hug, Husky. I'm so glad I got to see you. I know. Oh, that's all I can see. I have been very off in my schedule. Rob, oh, just out of the blue, I got a call back on a project. And I'll tell you what, I was pretty darn sure that project was dead. My oven, heat your oven to 400. My oven is like Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego level hot. So I'm keeping mine at 350. And I'm going to put it into the Dutch oven with parchment paper. But as for now, we need to get this shaggy stuff out and get it kind of into like let's get our workout in. So Rob, what I'm waiting for, send me the good juju for that project. I want it, okay? Hi, okay. Now a little bit of flour onto our surface. This shaggy dough, it's going out. Oh, Rob, thank you for asking. I did like yesterday, or no, I went last week to, this is coming along. Last week I went to the Human X AI inaugural convention, and it was excellent. And now this week I'm heading over to GrowthCon, and that's not even what any of this was about. I got a random House of the Rising Buns. I'm making soda bread. Are you? Got 5 stories. You guys, we have 5 stories. And I was talking to Lady D in the chats. Hi, Tina. How are you? How is Colorado? I hope you're getting beautiful snowboarding in, because we had 2 days of snow in my area, but everything was doo-dah going on. I didn't get to go. And I was telling Lady D, watch, the phone will ring when I'm knuckle deep in dough. And if it rang, I would hang up I'd like, bye guys. Okay, here we go. Here is my, can you see it? Now would be the time if you were going to add your currants, if you were going to add, they should shorten that to shield. Rob. This should be shaggy. It is simple. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you smell that? I loved Emeril Lagasse's television show, Smell-O-Vision. Wendy, you're in Colorado, hence you need maybe Tina, or Tina. Wendy was asking me, do I know the measurements for altitude? And oh yeah, this is gonna be good. I don't know. And honestly, like, true story, I wouldn't know how to figure it unless I asked the Google or the GPTs or the Groks, and I have caught myself saying it. Go ahead. I'll just grok it. I'll make a t-shirt. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is looking so good. Okay. Let's start playing with their food. And actually, it's ready. Okay, it's ready. Now, I'm going to get that pan. Do you remember last time we were baking and I burnt my fingers? And I was going to put mustard on it. Oh my gosh, there is a Colorado Springs party happening in the chat. You know, there's some good-looking, smart people in Colorado Springs. Okay, you guys talk amongst yourself. Oh, wait, actually, I want to get this. I want to score it now because my pot will be so hot, I won't be able to mess with it. Isn't she a cute little loaf? Let me show you one more time. She is a cute House of the Rising Buns. Are you here? Rob, Tina, will anybody please take a screenshot? Let me hold up my pretty before. Screenshot says, what? I hope somebody grabbed that. Okay. Let's score the top and make it pretty. I got a knife right here. No, I don't. Ugh. And And I am going to score the top with a big X. Just like that. Oi. All right. Is anybody going to have like Irish whiskey and corned beef, cabbage, potato, all of that? Okay. This, I really hope you're encouraged and inspired to do this on your own as well, because that, you guys, that was easy. Let me get her in the oven because here we go. Got to get the parchment paper. Which actually I need more because this one is so beat up. Here we go. Now she goes onto her paper. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love baking. All right, I'm going to get this out. I can turn the camera. Hold on. You guys can't even see. You don't know what's going on, do you, friends? I'm over there. Hold on, YouTube. I'm going to turn you. Okay. Doubling up. I think since I'm going to be in Vegas again this week and the schedule is not as intense, I love this store called Home Goods. Home Goods. Do you have those by you? We call it the Hogo. And it's just like, it's home goods. And I want to buy some of those fancy pot holders. All right, going in, team. I'm going to bring it out. And then I'm going to take off the lid and just drop this in there. We're going to call it on. Double sets of pot holders. She's steaming hot. She's steaming hot. Here we go. Everybody on the count of 3. 3. Ooh, girl, like good. She looked good. And in the oven. Yikes. Hot. Hot. Mayday. 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 Holy moly. Holy moly. Time. Burnt. Burnt. Go ahead. Kiss it. Give it a kiss. Burnt. Oh, yeah. We should have some autographs. C for Sherilyn. Here, I got to put some water. I got to put some mustard on it. Holy shnikes, team. And if you're wondering, you had all this time, how come you didn't go? It possibly is a requirement to burn myself each time. Now watch. You were watching the magic happen right now. So we may have to stand here for a minute and talk amongst ourselves while this burn myself again. And the plan while that cooks is for us to discuss the ham and tashin. You're like, Purim's over. I'm like, I know. What happened was I got home from Vegas late. The next day, Thursday, I'm like, oh, I need to turn around the cookie video. And why I didn't do it is because, riddle me this, friends. Post-lockdown, there was a time of being up early, commute, go, work, do-da, commute back home, meow. Like, I think I just had the stamina for it. And I don't think I do, or maybe it's the long COVID. You guys, that event in Vegas last week totally wiped me out. Like, when I woke up on Thursday, I wasn't like flu sick. I would call it, let's make a new medical term. I would call it fatigued sick. Can you be sick from being too tired? Is that a thing? Oh, this is working, by the way. This is working. If you ever get a burn, like you watched me drop the pot, it was so hot. I need new pot holders. That's all there is to it. Now let's move on and let's just give it the old college try. Mercy. We need more flour. I'm going to need to rinse this off. And let's just tackle this and do what we can do. So I like to bake. I have had a really hard time being an empty nester. So on top of my fatigue sickness, like I was wiped out all Thursday, all Friday. Did I have a homework assignment? I don't know, Rob. I'm going to rinse this off and get to start on this dough. I actually borrowed Grandma's official. I don't have one of these. I just borrow it from Grandma. Let's wash this off. This is funny. Oy. Oh, yeah, it's bright red. I burn it. I had 19 years to prepare to be an empty nester, and I am not prepared at all. And thank you, Rob. And I am here to tell you that having holidays, celebrations, memory maker moments, it's like, it's just different not having the whole family together. And so normally a big meal, a big doodah, and now I'm like, well, I'm going to make that for me? I mean, Grandma? Oh, it smells so good. So, and one more thing. Lady D, I don't know if you're in there. I forgot to put the egg in the dough. I made it in a rush Thursday night because it's best if you let it set overnight. And I made it in a rush Thursday, and I was rushing, and I don't think I even made a video of making the Hamantaschen dough. I forgot the egg. It literally was just sitting on the counter. And now here we go. I say we have just a skosh over 22 minutes. So let's roll it out and see if we can make some cookies. And I have a cookie sheet in here somewhere. I don't know what's going to happen because it doesn't have an egg. Oh, did I say hello to 50 people? No, probably like 20, 22. And something to add to that. Yes, it's supposed to be a stiff dough, you guys. Our badges. Let me show you. It's just right here. Talk amongst yourselves, YouTubes and TikToks. It's just right here. I'm coming. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm wrong. Sorry. Sorry. I thought it was just right there. It's not. Rob, similar to near field communication, our badges had a little booper on the back, and it was weird because the badge had a really short lanyard. And so you would be wearing your badge and you would hit the button on the near field communication device on the back of the badge, and you'd go like this, like, hi, let's trade information and stay in contact. And you'd have to lean in, but you'd be like this. You'd be like, hello. So Rob, I talked to at least 50 people, but some of those were just a walk by booping to trade information, and it's all in the app. And raw dough, you can eat it because it doesn't have any egg in it. It's good. I don't want to waste the dough. Let's just do what we can do. Maybe we'll get 6 Hamantaschen made. I can see the butter. Lately, everything I've made has had so much butter. And we're going to need a filling. What kind of filling should we put in it? Rob, it was such a good event. Now, the next one is in San Francisco next year. And honestly, if invited, I would go. I was invited to this one. And this definitely needs to be thinner. You guys, the dough is fragile, but we need to flip it. Hold your breath. Here goes nothing. Raspberry. Raspberry sounds good. Honestly, I think all I have is, let me look. I think all I have is watermelon. I love raspberry or poppy seed. Yeah. Here's what I have. I have my homemade watermelon and I have blackberry strawberry. I watched Miriam make her Hamantaschen and the very popular Dubai. Look, I started talking. My hands stopped moving. The very popular Dubai chocolate with the pistachio paste in the center. I haven't tried that yet. Have you guys tried it? I definitely, I see that. I'm like, I definitely want to try that. Miriam made her cookies in the pistachio Dubai chocolate bar style, but she did the pistachio filling inside the cookie and then she dipped them in chocolate. And I was like, Miriam, hit your girl up with one of those. Oh, you have, what are you going to this summer? I don't think I'm going to Comic-Con. I never do the badge thing. It just, I don't know. I haven't been back since the lockdowns. Rob, what are you going to? I hope to just work and travel all summer long. And that way I'm gone for 2 weeks and only in the heat for 2 weeks. And then gone for 2 weeks and only in the heat for 2 weeks. Okay, keep rolling, everybody. I have to say the dough is having an opinion and it might be the egg. I don't know. Well, oh, wait, Rob, I think I'm wrong. Joshua Giles was having a big event and I thought it was in Atlanta, but actually I'm wrong. I think it's in Florida. YouTube, thanks for hanging in there with me. We are getting these ready. I'm going to grab a glass. I don't have a round cookie cutter and I nearly never do this level. Oh, and speaking of really one business, one, yes. Yes, Rob. We were just talking in producer group and just trying to focus on the positive. I'm like, I have got to get to Niagara Falls. I have got to get to Niagara Falls this summer. The Maid of the Mist. Do you know why the whole want to go to Niagara Falls? Back in film school, the first time, one of our film studies was a Marilyn Monroe film called Niagara, and it's the only film where she is Cynthia. Thank you for the share. Where Marilyn Monroe plays like a bad character, and people didn't like seeing her as the villain. And I just remember seeing Niagara with her in it, and I'm like, I gotta go. And you're like, how's it been 30 years and you've never made it? I don't know. I don't know, but I want to go. I want to add the intrigue is like, my child is like, why would we go there? Okay, let's get a cup. Let's get these made. Cookie pan. So the plan is we are gonna take the bread out and put the cookies in. Let's go. Come on. I'm grabbing a teaspoon and a glass. It's okay to celebrate late, right? At least you just celebrate. Okay, I'm putting it on the edge. 1. These are almost, well, it's uneven. Almost a 1/4 inch. Gosh, I wonder what these would be like with savory, like cream cheese, or that would be almost like a Rangoon. Rob, did you tell me what events you're going to this summer, or just that you have two coming up? I hope they're amazing. It was so good to be with everybody in Las Vegas. It was so good. All right, team, that's enough of that. The dough scraps are going to go right back in the bowl. I don't know what we'll do. We got 369 cookies here. Dooby-doo. Now, this coming week in Vegas, I also had another thought. When I was at the Fontainebleau, I swear they pump in some sort of incense or something because it had a very bold aroma. Okay, you guys, we have two flavors. I'm going to go with the watermelon. Oh. Oh, Dragon Con sounds good. You guys, let me taste it. Oh, it's good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to pick up. This is what it looks like. It's just a round circle. What's that? It's butter. It's butter. Rob, I loves me a Comic-Con. I'm not exactly sure what Dragon Con is, but I loves me a Comic-Con. Who didn't put the paper down? Who's running the show? Okay, let's just put some. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's working. Now, you need to fold a half over, pinch the edges, and I'm doing something wrong. Fold the other. Oh, these ears are coming out like livers. Quick. Somebody call Miriam. I don't know. It's kind of a wonton. It's supposed to look like Haman's ear. Just go with it, friends. Go with it. And this is, oh, I'd love it if that had like chocolate in the center. I think I just always want chocolate as the answer. Oh, yeah, that smells good. Should we double dip? No. All right, this is pretty dang thick, you guys. Let me maybe roll it out a skosh. Hold on. Okay, now it's very thin. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for coming on in. Hi, JoJo. Thank you for being with me today. Now, if you saw the title, it's simple, how to make simple Irish soda bread. Yes, we are doing that. It has just a few minutes left to bake, but while it's baking, I wanted to finish my Hamantaschen, which are Haman's ears, which are a Purim cookie, and I've always got them from the It is the thought that counts, okay? It is the thought that counts. One year, my son and I made these, and we just bought like Pillsbury dough, and they did not keep their shape, and they were just like giant blobs. It was bad. Okay, I'm rolling them out just a little bit, making it very large in diameter. Who celebrated what for Pi Day? This is why I think I think I've possibly been depressed. I've had to go through all of these holidays, celebrations, doodahs, never overfill. And I know you're supposed to roll over one side and pinch the edges, and then you roll over the other and pinch the edges, but somehow Mine aren't really looking like, yeah. Anywho, it's been a lot of celebrations, holidays, doodahs, and I'm an empty nester. I don't have anybody to cook for. And Easter and Passover's coming up, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to mail it to them. I'll just mail it. Yeah, I'm just going to mail it. Iron Man 2. Oh my gosh, that sounds exciting. Now, just curious, do you guys have clips? YouTube? Over on TikTok? Rob is talking about how he and Sean are doing a Marvel review show. And I am asking, this is tragedy, you guys. Asking him, do you have clips that you show, or do you, oh, friends, what do you think? Look like an ear? Invite the cows over, my cow kids. They were here yesterday, and if you're like, so I'm telling 5 stories, getting nothing told. Are you guys doing clips or watching the movie together, streaming it online? What are you guys doing? And YouTube, I don't think you guys saw this. If you're wondering, what are the cows doing in the front yard? That does look suspect, doesn't it, Rob? The cows should never be in the front yard like that, but they're breaking the fence, and one of us needs to go out, go out and mend the fence. And I got other things to do. And I am going to do one more watermelon. And so I haven't mended the fence, and it's springtime, and I got all these babies. I got baby bulls, little calves, and they do this crow hop like this, toss the head with the tail, run head. One cow will be, the little calves, he'll be standing here watching his, just like standing out, looking out like a cow does. And his baby brother will come along and just right into him, everybody into the wall. I know, I can't complain. I need to go fix the fence, and I will do that later. Okay, my sides are pinched. I'm folding over my other side and pinching the end. You're right, Rob. These are some sus looking ears. And there is no deli in New York that would sell these. But yeah, there you go. I don't know. You're going to have to watch. Are you going to have a watch party? You can't stream that because copyright, but I'm wondering, how could you find a way? We're going to switch and do the other flavor of jelly. And I really wish I had something chocolatey. I have, oh, you know what I have? Wait a second. I keep these vitamins on hand for emergency. Maybe we put it, here are you picking up what I'm putting down here? All right, here we go. Here we go. Got the ear. This would be, go ahead and say it. There is a bad joke just waiting to happen. Say it. Maybe I don't, Rob. Here we go. Oh, snap. Do the kids still say that? Oh, snap. I say we make these last ones with, this is my Hamantashen. Okay. What do you think? And it's got the little chocolate in the, yeah, ear. Okay, I'm liking that. I just had to put a little, let's go, team. I'm gonna go ahead and get this dough out. Starting to get soft. Meow, meow. Roller pin activated. Hey, Marie. Welcome in. My friend, I am doing so good. I'm so glad to see you. Miss Marie, do you know PBR? Do you know Rob here on the TikToks? YouTubes, I think you guys know Rob. See, it's warming up, so it's starting to get sticky. We need to move along, little doggy, and not talk about naughty cows. Those rascals. Now we will put this in there, and then this will be ready to go in and bake just as soon as the soda bread comes out. Now I will open it and take off the lid so the top can brown. I don't even know what kind of hamantaschen I got going here. And who doesn't like hamantaschen on St. Paddy's Day? That is probably the best looking one I've made. Can you guys see? Can you see? Yeah. A hamantaschen with a Reese's peanut butter cup filling. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and get these finished. And I got to move because they are sticky. I've got to move it. Got to move it. Okay. Actually, let's just do 2 at a time. Oh, this was a bad idea. Hold on. Okay. They have so lost, not self-respect, but shape. Rob, you were just recently, thanks for asking, Marie. I am making St. Patrick's Day simple Irish soda bread. And while it's baking, this ear, this is totally Tyson. Look at that. Oh yeah, I said that. All right, one down, back into the bowl. Dough goes back in the bowl. Marie, I'm making simple soda bread. And while it's baking, I never got my act together to come on live to make hamantaschen for Purim. And I didn't want to waste the dough. So I am getting them made now. And when I open the oven to switch out the bread, I'm going to put these in there. They should take roughly 14 minutes. I don't know. This kind of went sideways, guys. I don't know. Oh, I can save it. Marie, what are you doing for St. Paddy's Day? YouTube, I didn't see. What are you guys doing for St. Paddy's Day? I'm not doing anything. Like, huzzah. I'm baking this bread. I'm making these cookies. I'm taking it to grandma. I'm waiting by the phone like a 1974 high school girl. Waiting for a call back on a gig that I want really bad. And my last hamantaschen, it too is quite Tyson. And that's okay. And I think this looks more like a Native American papoose. So here we go. Oh, you made crispy treats with Lucky Charms. Oh my gosh. Don't listen to Gary Brecka. I think you can eat those once in a while. Why not? Thank you, Marie. Thank you so much. Okay, friends. I appreciate your support. This is what they're looking like. This one in the corner is the only one that remotely resembles what the cookie should look like. The others are experimental, and I will put them in. I want to give you a congratulations from my sippy water to yours. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Yes, Rob, you did tell me that you partnered with Brecka, and I'm a fan of the work, and I'm a fan of the studies, and I know he is not. Hey, YouTube, over here, Rob, part of his company and his work and his sales are health and wellness products, and Gary Brecka is not a medical doctor, but he has access and has to medical data. And I don't think the data lies. And after decades of looking at it. So today on Twitter, he was posting about, please turn your coffee creamer over and read the ingredients. And if there's more than 2, you should think twice. That was funny because it should have like cream and sugar, milk and sugar instead of hydrogenated polysorbate oil. I don't know, whatever it is, it was crazy. Let me have a sip of water. The burn is feeling better. For anybody who missed it, it's almost time to open the oven again. I burnt my finger again, like I burned it the last time we were together. And the truth is, if you put plain yellow mustard on a burn, like it's still red and it's still sore, but it's not as bad as it was. Let's recap. And then we're going to make a little reset here. On our Irish soda bread, oven at 400, but mine's at 350 because I have a really hot, like smoke level hot oven. For 35 minutes is how long our bread needed. I'm taking the lid off for the last 5 minutes. It was 4 cups flour, 2 teaspoons salt, optional, 1 tablespoon sugar, which I did add, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk. So 2 ingredients that are optional that I actually use. You could add an egg, which I did, and you could add the sugar. Done deal. That was a beautiful shaggy loaf, and it went into my Dutch oven that was preheated, and it's baking now, and it's got 5, once that dings, it'll have 5 minutes to bake with it off so that the top can get golden brown. While we waited, we rolled out our Hamantaschen cookies, and honestly, there's all this dough here. I will most likely just freeze this. I don't know that I have the Rosemary. Hi, Lady D. Hi, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. The leftover Hamantaschen dough, I think I'm just going to freeze it because I do not have the brain space to be making any more. And my Hamantaschen filling was my homemade watermelon jam. And then I think we did one with this jam, but then I just really wanted chocolate. So that's why I got out these vitamins. I have them just in case, you know, like emergency. And then this was a blackberry strawberry jam. And I know why I would do that. That means that I had like half a bag of one and half a box of the other, and I just wanted to use them. Oh, hi everybody. YouTube. Rosemary and Lady D just entered the chat. Just so you're up to speed. Hi everybody. Oh, you're making sourdough bread. Boy, I tell you, I have gone down a very fun-ish sourdough rabbit hole on Facebook groups, and there are people who have tested hydration, temperature, proofing. Thank you, Rob, for greeting everybody. And Lady D, I'm so sorry for being late. I felt really guilty. Really, you didn't see the notification, YouTube. That's how slow I was on the YouTube. But over here on the, hey, Sandstar, and you're here too. Awesome. Glad you're here. The gang's all here. Lady D, what you guys, Rosemary, oh, it's in the oven right now. You're going to hear it beep in 2 minutes, and we're going to take the lid off. You missed me burning myself again. And then we'll brown the top. And while we're waiting, my Purim Hamantaschen cookies are going in. Yeah, no. There was a time when doing tastemakers, I was on the dot. Oh, Rosemary, I'm sorry. I think it's me. And look, there's the clean your finger. I got to do the puzzle. Unable to verify. Mercy. You're making me nervous, TikTok. Jeez. Okay, all done. Oh, you didn't. Okay, that's probably me. Rob, I know you would say April 5th is coming. YouTube, you don't even have to think twice about it. And that, Rob, I see you doubling down, and I'm proud of you. I'm so all over the place, and I had put up my little note card, I will be live at this time. And then that was early this morning. And then I got a phone call. You guys have been waiting on a gig. Wait. All this time later, it came back around. Yes, Rob, you have doubled down and you are pressing in and come what may. And you guys, I kept waiting, like I'm watching what Eastern time, what time it is in New York. And they said they'd call right back. But what's happened is I just knew the minute I went live that phone call would come through. And then it just crossed over 2 p.m. I'm like, well, it's end of day in New York and I haven't got the call. So I might as well just, here we go. All right, everybody, let's turn you towards the oven and go for it. Hamantaschen are ready. I'm going to take the lid off. Oh, and when I'm in Vegas next week, well, actually tomorrow, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to go to the HOGO, the home goods store, and get the fancy silicone pads because I have my old ones and they're just burnt out to threadbare, I guess. I burnt my fingers again. I burnt my fingers again. All right. Drum roll, please. Here, let me try and do a quick peek. Look it. Oh. Going in, Hamantaschen. Actually, let's just do 4 minutes. It's hot in here. That looked good. Lady D, you asked me a great question. Lyric. Oh my God. TikTok. Lyric's here. She just got here over here in the YouTubes. How are you, friend? How are you? I'm so glad to see you. It's on me. I haven't, the only schedule I've been able to keep lately is coffee. I'm so glad to see you. How are you? How are you? And thank you for saying the bread looks good. Lady D, thank you for asking me because I meant to look up what is the history? Why would you put raisins in anything? Anything. My recipe says currants. I'm like, I think currants are something you put in martinis, right? Right? Am I right? So I didn't put any in there. And I just hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day celebration. The whole reason why I had some deep depressions that being an empty nester, not having my cub to make meals for. So I'm not doing the whole, which traditionally I would, like corned beef cabbage, all of that. Not doing it. Rob, I don't want to know. I personally am not a fan of the raisin, but I know the raisin has a lot of nutrients, this nutrient-dense food. Now, let's do the math. When I take the bread out, the Hamantaschen will need most likely 10 more minutes. Hi, Steady Sense. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. YouTube's, and I'm going to see this. Say hello to Marie. So thank you for letting me know that you didn't get the notification. Rob, love to hear your thoughts. I think TikTok is having Y2K 2.0. Like, what's going to happen on the 5th? Nobody knows. So I personally am having a hard time keeping a schedule. And I know that there was a time doing tastemakers. It was like clockwork, Monday through Friday at noon. And I just haven't been able to maintain it. Ever since I came back from Chicago sick, I've not been able. And you, Marie, all of you are telling me nobody got a notification. So that could be small account or something's going on the back end of TikTok. I don't know. And Steady Sense, thank you for asking. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. If I had like favorite meal, tacos. The answer is always tacos. And you guys, oh, you talked about it a little bit? Interesting, Rob, because we can speculate all we want, but we don't know. Has anybody ever heard of the restaurant Carlos O'Brien's? And it was a Mexican Irish restaurant. There was one in Tucson by the University of Arizona. And so to go on St. Patty's Day to Carlos O'Brien's was a big thing, and have green beer and tacos. And yes, steady sense. Yes, Mexican taco. Uh, Preferably spicy machaca, the shredded beef, in a crunchy shell. None of that pre-made shell, like homemade hand fried. So good. Oh, this app. Oh, we're on. We're on. Don't burn your fingers. Okay, we're going to take it out and then reset the timer for the Hamantaschen. Do not burn your fingers. Again. Oh, let me double this. Kind of scared of her. Scared of the heat. What would Bruce Banner do? Did you see that they're probably going to make another Batman movie? Who ordered that? Who ordered that? Anybody watching 1923? Okay, here we go. Oh, look at her. So in my Facebook group about sourdough bread, that's all we do is show each other our bread. I want to pull her out of there and put her on. Be right there. Oh, we didn't reset the timer. Let's say 8 minutes. Okay, and ooh, I don't know. Do you think it's cooked all the way through? Oh, smells good. I don't know. What do you think? Should we put it in for more time? Oh, no. So I'm also watching the notifications from my text to see if I got a text back instead of a call back. Looks good. Okay, okay. Steady Sense, you liking some Italian pasta? You guys, I really think in 2025, let's take a deep breath. I think I'm gonna probably start making my own pasta. I love pasta. I cannot eat a commercially made noodle unless I buy the brand Barilla, and I get their gluten-free. I don't know. Thank you, Lady D. And you're going to be done with Marvel next year. Did they ever come out with part 2 where he snaps the Infinity Stone? Did they ever come out with part 2? I don't know. I'm just lost. I'm not keeping up with it. Thank you, Steady Sense. Okay, now look. Oh wow, she looked good. Oh, Lady D, would you please take a photo? I thank you so much. Or Rob, somebody. These are my before and afters. 'Cause 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It smells good. Let's see. Lyric. TikTok, Lyric on YouTube is saying, you should make sourdough. We haven't seen each other, and I think it's been over a month. And I did a series on making sourdough bread starter for the first time. Hi, William. welcome. And Lyric, it was just a comedy of errors. And I don't know why, but Lyric, it took me a lifetime, decades, always wanting to make sourdough starter scratch at home. I didn't buy the kit. I just started with water and flour. That was me going water and flour inside my glove. And then we baked it into a loaf. It was mayhem. Lady D was on TikTok, who has professional cooking experience, talked me through it. It was nerve wracking. And yes, it came out good. Yes, high fives to getting it done. But Lyric, it didn't have sponge or spring to it. It was very dense, which makes me think the starter wasn't 1,000% ready. It didn't have enough air. I guess that's what I'm saying. And yes, you're right, Lyric. Practice does make perfect. I'm over here making soda bread. oh, thank you, William. Some yeast would be a good idea. And thank you to everybody who voted on the headshot. That was me at HumanX. And if you get emails from me, you'll see the black and white where I drew the glasses on it, because I was at Sundance. I was at the Canon party for award-winning director of photography, cinematographers. You got all the big camera people, right? And they're taking headshots, and I get mine taken. And if you get the email, you know what it looks like. And if you don't, I'll tell you. It's blurry. You trying to tell me you won an Academy Award and the headshot is blurry? I've used it for all these years, and I felt like it's a new season. It is a new season and a new year, and why not? I got the headshot, and I asked everybody, what do you think? Most people said 3 or 4, and 3 had more notes, so I used 3. And YouTube, I don't think I've updated you yet, but you will get the new headshot. And here we go. We're going into 2025 with the new headshot. It's true. Rob, I am lost in the Marvel MCU universe, and I just felt like 2024 was all about challenging myself to make bread and feel confident in it. And honestly, I do feel, if you were like, we need a loaf of bread today, my favorite basic artisan style bread, I don't even have to look at the recipe. I could just go scoop, 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 mix, mix, give it time to rest if possible, pull it out, mush, mush, into the oven, done. Yes, if you needed bread right now and you're like, we need a loaf of bread, I'm like, I got you. And I could just go get the supplies and make it and feel good about it. Challenged myself with sourdough. We're making the soda bread because it's St. Patty's Day, and the Hamantashen. Oh, hold it up. Okay, I will. Are we having a headshot moment? Oh, without the gloves. Oh, why not? Fingerprints have been burned off already. Thank you. Oh, let's tear it open. Oh, wait. This has 2 minutes. It was very gung-ho to cut that open. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me... These... Oi, they're just at the edge. They're just at the edge. Let them cool a moment. This, let me turn... Okay, those, they had 8 more minutes, but I brought them out because when I looked in there, they just have the edges were just a hint brown. Okay, let's everybody put your seatbelt on. We're going to come right back here. Let's cut this open. See what we got. I don't know. There is a part of it. Yes, it's at 350. Yes, Diana, it's at 350. Part of me feels like right there, you can see that crack. Like we could just go, "Ugh!" Ooh, steamy. I just had to break it open. Ooh, look at her fluff. Look at her layers. Here goes. Just cut it so we can see a slice. It needs butter. It's good. It's flavorful. You can definitely taste the buttermilk. I'm going to go in with the knife. Dense. Oh, you guys, I think the center is just a skosh. I was scared of it burning. Look at that center. I think it needs just, here we go, friends. Science. I just turned it off. You guys, let me show it to you one more time. I feel like for the sake of science, we need to put it back in the oven. The center, if it was a steak, would be medium rare. Oh, let me show you one more time. Let me show you one more time what I'm talking about. You can see, got one for each of you. You can see that very center part. It's just, we're going to risk it right there. Right here. Here goes, team. I'm going to put it back in. Maybe like we were on the minute for what? I know, Lyric. Oh, we were on the minute for the baking time. Foil the top. Lady D, you are just so brilliant. Okay. Okay, I got foil. I got foil. Wait, let me... YouTube, Lady D on TikTok is saying, yes, we should put it back in, but we should foil it. Yeah. Wrap the whole thing in foil or wrap the end of it. Well, okay. All right. All right. All right. And then put it back in its Dutch oven. Okay. Okay. I can follow directions, sort of. Okay. Obviously, need a little more. You guys, if you would see the mess that gets made in here when I cook. All right, and now back into the Dutch oven. I just hope you can learn from my kitchen goof that it's okay to goof up. It's okay to goof up. And the beauty is that there is bread and the recipe worked and the timing worked. And we just need a little more. Some of us need to bake a little longer. So back, oh wait, don't burn my fingers. There we go. Back in the lid. You guys can't see a thing. Sean, I had one, no, just on the rack. Okay, Sean, I had one job. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Sean. I had one job, just bake the bread. And it's a little underdone in the center. Ain't nobody want underdone bread. Okay, so we're going to take it back out. Ready? Yes, have no fear. Sean is here. It probably needs 5 more minutes, just enough so that it's all the way done. Here we go. And time on. And this is what it looked like. That made me, I'm not mad at the flakiness. I'm not mad at that. It's just, I don't know. It looks like it's a hint undone. Undone. Now it's time to look at our Hamantaschen. Sean, I just want to give you a high five, friend. Oh, YouTube, Sean is here. Sean is doing the show with Rob. They're doing a TikTok podcast on, is it called Unbearable? Sean, will you drop it in the chat and I'll share it over, tell the TikTok or tell the YouTubers what the TikTok is. And they're doing movie reviews. Really cool. Here we go. Hamantaschen time. Now, they actually, I'm kind of happy. Oh, it's called Marvel Review. You and Rob are really killing it with the shows. I swear, Sean, I saw somewhere on TikTok that you have is it your podcast or your friend's podcast? And it's called Unbearable, B-E-A-R, like a play on Chicago Bears. Da Bears. My Hamantaschen, actually, they're not all trauma. They're not all Tyson. There's a few on this end that are actually really pretty. So they look nothing like the deli. But this one, let me get it off. Oh, you can't even see. Oh, Unbearable. Okay, YouTube, on TikTok, Sean Pereira's podcast is called Unbearable, B-E-A-R, because they're Chicago Bears. Hamantaschen time. We need something. We need something. Does anybody do the espresso martini? I feel like it is counterintuitive, but anywho. Since I'm going to be in Vegas, I think I might have one. Oh, this is my homemade Hamantaschen. Oh, it's a sports talk. Cool. My homemade Hamantaschen. And that one is beautiful. The others aren't so much. This is a Hamantaschen, and I'm calling it the Tyson. Ba-dum-bumps. And actually, let's just go ahead and see. I was concerned the end was getting too. Uh-oh. Oh, Henry's your co-host. The bright idea to put the Reese's peanut butter cup in my Hamantaschen. It's not completely ooey gooey. I'm just gonna have to take one for the team and try it. My dough looks cooked. Lady D, I was just so fatigued and upset and doo-dah when I got home from Vegas. It was a really, really good event. I was just so tired, and I knew it was Purim and I needed to be making my Hamantaschen. I forgot to put an egg in the dough. Bon appetit. I will try it. I'll take one for the team. Hold on. And I didn't have vanilla, so I used almond extract. It's good. It's good. Though I'm too tired. I don't want to make it. I'm just going to freeze the dough. Oh. Let's try one of the ugly. Traditionally, it's made with, oh, the bread's almost done. Oh, these might not be done. For once, I'm not burning it. I'm undercooking it. This is, that's the bottom. Here goes. It's good. It's good. It's not a feast for the eyes, but it's good. Two things before we're done. Sean, that's brilliant. YouTube, Sean is saying you should create a Discord server and upload all your recipes that you're doing on your lives. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so brilliant. I do have a Discord server. Do you remember back in the agency days? Oh, my bread needs longer or my cookies need longer. If I'm eating raw cookie dough, worms will be happy. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, Belly does it. So back in the agency days. Okay, give it 2 more minutes. Maybe 5, 4. Let's go 3. We'll go 3. YouTube, Lady D saying, give that bread more time. Okay. 5 more minutes. Ay. Done. And my cookies are good. I lost my train of thought. My cookies are good. Oh, I was saying that back in the agency days, Amber, beautiful Amber, was always saying you got to have your own Discord server. And it was like a deer in headlights in the snow. That was me, the deer in headlights in the snow, looking at the Discord. And I did make one, Sean, but I just don't even know how to use it or what to do with it. Upload my recipes is amazing. Can I ask you guys, totally off topic? Let me know in the comments, send me a message, do whatever. I want to hear your opinion, even if it's angry. So me and the producer group, we're always talking about yada yada, distribution and streaming services. Some are bundling. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. Mental note, can make a Discord channel specifically just for the recipes. You were watching me learn live. If you were watching, here's the question. Let me know yes or no. If you were watching a streaming series, it's common to be watching it and you get 3 episodes free, and then it says you have to pay for the rest of the series. Have you encountered that? Did you buy? That's part 1 of the question. Yes, I watched the rest of the series and I enjoyed it. Or 2, heck no, all y'all are not getting my $1.99. This happened to me. I was watching the series. I like a Western. I was watching Billy the Kid, and the first 2 episodes of season 1 were free, and then you had to pay for it. And I was like, heck no. Would you? I just saw this happen recently. You watch the series and it's free up till the last 3 episodes, so you know who done it, who survived, and if there'll be a second season. The question is, if you were watching a series and you got all the way through a free series, they tend to be 8 episodes now. Do you remember Cheers had 22 episodes? Lady D just answered, never watched a series. Oh, amen. Marie, you have a lot of streaming services and you don't have cable. Okay. Betty Lou, welcome in. William, thank you for joining in. Interesting. So our challenge in the producer group, so Marvel is making movie number 24, whatever, MCU. That model is only at studio level, and even at studio level, it's not working. So on independent level, trying to find a way to get budget, recoup budget, please be profitable. By the way, don't tell anybody, but from the inside at South by, the major films that screened, not profitable. Ain't nobody made a penny. Okay, so we're always thinking about, well, how can we, they're at movie 50. It feels like this. I don't have Roku, but it brings up the Tubi, the Roku, people who use Fire Stick. Roku chased me down for like 3 years trying to get me to set up a channel. And I just felt like, I can't handle this pressure. You got Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, Paramount. Yeah, Paramount stood me up at the event. I mean, I'm not mad, but come on, have some decency. Okay, bread's ready. Bread's ready. Whatever happens, it's going to be okay. Let's just say it together. whatever happened, whatever comes out of that oven wearing tinfoil, whatever happens, it's going to be okay. And the question is, Lady D, should we let it steam a moment, let it sit and mind its business? I love hearing it, Lady D. I love hearing it. I know some people too. That's powerful. That is amazing. Hi, Preston Charles. Thanks for coming in. Okay. All right, everybody, get ready. Get ready. We're gonna take it out. I'm gonna have a piece of cookie. I'm going in. TikTok, you can't see what's happening. I had to have some cookie for courage. Let's just let it set a minute. Rob, sorry for chewing and talking. Sherry is doing Roku. What 2 factors, Rob? Hey, you guys, it's a do-over kind of day. I'm going to give those cookies just maybe another minute. YouTube, hang with me. I got to check the chat real quick. See, Lady D, did you say to steam it or to take the wrapper off? You're not paying for anything. I love it. Roku, okay. Gosh, I love it that you've never watched a series. Okay. I have learned something new. I have learned so many things today in our live. Good. Oh, Rob, going all the way back to film school the first time, not even the second time. Story is everything. And that's where Marvel has got it wrong. I know we're talking about baking today. Thank you for humoring me going down my favorite bunny trail about film production, television production, stories. It's all about the story. And this is where they have forgot the audience. Because honestly, I don't really care about the origin story of... Hold that thought. I think it was WandaVision. And I like in one of the Marvel movies, Rob, at the end, there's Wanda and the Infinity Stone and the head guy, forget his name. I'm not the biggest fan. And there was like an entire series based on her origin story. And it's like, why? Money. And, it was Infinity War. Was there ever Infinity War 2? Marie, you haven't seen anymore? Okay, we are a wonderful bunch here. And whose brand is it? Oh, Rob. That is an entire conversation right there. Because on producer side, we are talking about share platform, about collective ownership. Instead of there being any above the line, it's all the same line, like a circle. And everybody, makes one common day rate, and it's pretty low, but everybody gets a point on the back end, which doesn't happen now. Oh, I was talking about WandaVision. Okay, are we ready? I think we are. Here goes the fingertips. Let us finish this. Okay. Oh, done. And it smells good, and it is still tender, and whatever that goo, it wasn't like runny goo. Hi, King Night Bear. Welcome in. That is your hobby, your passion. I love it, Rob. Here you go, King Night Bear. If you see, like, what have you been doing this time? We have been making Irish soda bread, simple Irish soda bread. And there is the finished product. I had to put it, thank you, Lady D, for telling me to wrap it in the foil. It was done-ish. It needed just a skosh more of time in the oven. And now you can see the center is fully cut. You done good, kids. You done good. You done good. So on that happy note, I want to wrap it up, keep it warm, because I am going to walk it next door. Oh my gosh, I forgot to take cookies out. They're okay. And actually my oven's off, so let me let this just stay warm a moment in the oven. Okay. Hi, Sean. And you know what that means. Let's recap and then sing ourselves out. King Night Bear, I'm so glad you got here. I'm glad to see you, friend. I'll be with you in just a moment, TikTok. We've had a beautiful live of making the soda bread, saying happy St. Patrick's. In the meantime, we made Hamantash and cookies where I forgot to put an egg in the dough, and I made the dough days ago, but when I got home from Vegas, I was too tired. And yes, I'm leaving for leaving for Vegas tomorrow. Sip of water. And all of that to say, Lyric, King Night Bear, everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me today for a live where we have learned to burnt myself again and learned so much together today. And I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, everything. Thank you. It's so encouraging to do it again. Now, I am leaving out to Vegas in the morning-ish, late morning, and I'll be at the event all week. And I say that to say, yes, I plan on coming back on and doing a live, especially featuring foods for April, but I don't know when. So I will post it on the community post. I'm always available in the chats and the comments and on Twitter or X. And on that note, good night, YouTube. Well, it's time to go. Boom, 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 boom. Good night, YouTube. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, YouTube. Good night. I'll see you in the next one, friends.